Good morning, Superintendent David Wilkinson.
Good morning.
Thanks first of all for speaking to Salford Online. This morning you've broached a major drugs ring, haven't you?
Yes, this morning we had quite a lot of resources in from both Salford officers and also force resources. We had a briefing at 6 o'clock and then at 7 o'clock we simultaneously targeted 15 different addresses. During that we've involved drugs dogs and a tactical aid unit. As a result, we've arrested 12 people and recovered a quantity of drugs.
And which streets in Eccles and Winton were actually targeted?
I can't give you the exact details with regard to streets at the moment because the prisoners are still currently being dealt with.
I see, okay. And can you tell us which drugs were actually involved?
The drugs that we were looking at were in relation to heroin and also cocaine, Class A drugs. And the people we were focusing on were with regard to the supply and the sale of drugs. It's actually the culmination of a long-running operation involving undercover work by officers, focusing on targeting on dealers in the area. As a result of information, I've got to say, that was received from the community, it was an issue that was flagged up as being important to them. We put our resources into that, and as a result, all these people have been arrested this morning.
Can you just talk a little bit about the people who were actually arrested? You've got 12 people arrested, including a 17-year-old girl and 67-year-old man, 63-year-old man. So this is actually a large gang of people, is that correct?
It is, and what it shows is that you can't stereotype with regard to people who are involved in the supply of drugs. So let's say quite often things like lifestyles that don't seem appropriate can actually be issues that are indicators of what's happening.
Are these considered to be dangerous individuals? Were there any weapons found or anything like that?
There were no weapons found with regard to this. As I say, a lot of research had gone into it, preparation in regard to the addresses, so we were concerned that we wanted to do it safely and quickly as we possibly could and get the people in custody.
Okay. And what sort of knock-on effects will this have for the community?
It will hopefully, it'll be twofold. I mean, first of all, there'll be a lot of people out there who may well use drugs, and it's going to have a significant impact on them in relation to the supply of drugs in the area. So what we've done is working with our partners in the Drug and Alcohol Action Team. They're currently out in the area and they're actually providing support to people who need assistance, because now obviously will be a really good time to start giving up drugs. And they will make people aware of the actual services that are available. I've got neighbourhood officers and PCSOs out reassuring the community to make sure that they know why they've had this amount of police officers into the area. And I think what people should realise is that it demonstrates our belief in the intelligence and information they give us, and they can be confident if there is an issue, we'll focus our resources and we'll deliver a result for them.
And this is obviously a raid made at 7 o'clock in the morning.
That's right.
And obviously, causing a great amount of noise, and this is why you've sent out officers afterwards, is it?
It is, and what we've done is because of the actual operation that we've run and the amount of intelligence that we've gathered, most of the addresses we actually knocked on the door, because we were able to do that because we gathered the intelligence before we actually carried it out, to create so that there's as little disturbance in the community as possible.
Is this a result of a targeted operation towards neighbourhood policing and community policing?
Yes, that's right. It's part of our pledge to people, in that people identify to us what they consider to be the main areas of concern in their neighbourhoods. We focus on them and focus our resources on it, and then we ensure that we report back that people know that we've actually taken those concerns seriously, we've acted on them, and we've got, in this case, an extremely positive result.
And so what kind of charges are you hoping to bring?
It's too early to say, but I mean the charge will be around the sale and the supply of Class A drugs. As I say, the people are still being interviewed currently in custody.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.